Hi guys, this is Blackie for Shaman's Forge Bushcraft with a little tip or trick. Now I recently did a video where I was pointing out this new K-bar sheath I got for my old hickory butcher knife. And what I want to talk about is taking care of our leathers. Now I love the smell of new leather, you know, oil tan, vegetable tan, etc. But leather needs to be treated in the field for a lot of different reasons. This is untreated like this. This is right out of the manufacturer, and it's going to absorb water, which means sweat, rain, whatever. And because of that, it's going to rust the blade easier. It's also going to deteriorate faster. So we need to protect our leather and try to make it last longer. The two things I've used most of my life for taking care of leathers is saddle soap, is beef tallow, and neat's foot oil. That's what I usually use on my leathers. Now, I'm going to put a good coating of neat's foot oil on the seams of this, on the edges, because they're raw and I want to absorb and want to run in and take care of the leather. I'm not going to use neat foot oil every time I do this. Just probably this time, maybe a couple of years from now, I'll do it again. Because neat's foot oil may cause the stitching to deteriorate, depending on what it was sewed with. So I don't want to do that, but I do want to keep that edge supple. Then I'm going to treat the rest of the knife with the tallow, because the tallow will, which is fatty, waxy fat from cows, does a great job at waterproofing it and also of conditioning the leather. Now, how do you know if your leather needs conditioning? If you put a little bit on there and it just soaks it straight up, it probably needs it. It's a great way to preserve and protect the leather in the field. Yes, it's going to darken it, so don't be surprised if it does. And yes, it's going to cause, you know, maybe a little discoloration here or there. That's fine. It gives a little character to it. But what it will do is it'll protect it. I mean, you'll get to keep that sheep possibly for decades as opposed to maybe a year or so in the field. These K-bar sheaves are meant for military application, which means you can get another one when you get back to base. They're created by the lowest bidder, and they're not going to last that long. It's disposable equipment. So if you don't want to have to keep buying gear, you want to treat and take care of it. Now, I like to take like this tallow, and rub it in really, really good. And then I want to take this and put it out in the sun and let it get warm. Not hot, I'm not going to put it in an oven or anything like that. But just by putting it in the sun and letting the sun do the work, it will absorb it into the fibers because it is treated skin, and it will therefore keep it supple and soft a lot longer than it would be were I to leave it untreated. Axe sheaths, all kinds of stuff like that, really need a good coating of it because quite often they get carried a lot, used a lot, and then put away in something other than the house, you know. And so they're going to be exposed to more temperature changes, like the hot and cold, and etc. I don't even want to think about what a storage shed in Alabama gets up to in July and August. But because of that, you want to treat your leathers, protect them. I like to make an annual thing of every year about this time, which right now it's September, but usually September, no later than October. I'll dig out all my knife sheaths, everything, and I'll go through each one of them. I'll treat the leather. If I've got a stitch coming loose, I'll go ahead and repair it then. And I'll get all my leather set up for my fall and winter camping. My big time here in the South. Hope this gives you some ideas, guys. Now, you can buy beef tallow online if you look in leather conditionings and stuff like that. There are other alternatives to this. Just look for some good leather dressing that's going to impart a waterproofing to the leather. And you'll be money ahead and money saved. I'm Blackie for Shaman's Forge Bushcraft. Wishing you safe journeys. Have a great day, guys.